I tell you what, it's hot here in the UK right at the moment. Oh, 18th of July. Well, July's usually a warm month for us here in Blighty. What am I talking about today? Well, nothing very long-winded or anything like that, darling hearts. But I was waiting for something down there to say stop waiting. Right, okay. So I'm back online. Now, you know the Jehovah's Witnesses have their workbook now, don't they, for the school. Well, they don't call it the school anymore, do they, in case they get raided and all the paedophiles get found out. Whatever it is, I don't know. They've got their workbook now, haven't they? Well, the May one was rambling on about Psalm. And for Psalm 15 verse 4, it said this, and I quote, "Unless we come to the realization that we've made an unscriptural promise, we should do all we can to fulfill our word, even if it is difficult to do so." And that was highlights from book 1 of Psalm, and it refers to a Watchtower 2006. I suppose that's the 15th of May, I think. Because I always have difficulty because the American way of putting the date is different to the British way of doing it. So I get a little bit confused, darlings. But it doesn't matter. It's all good. It's all good. We all have our own ways, don't we? And it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we all get things done wonderfully. And I thought, hold on a minute. The realization that we've made an unscriptural promise. Oh, doesn't that sound a bit like theocratic warfare? What do you mean, an unscriptural promise? A promise is a promise, surely, and if you make a promise, I thought that the Bible said he has sworn unto himself what is bad and he does not depart from it. But now they're talking about an unscriptural promise. So I kind of thought to myself, well, this really does remind me of theocratic warfare, where you can lie. No. Stephen Letty's calling me again. That's not the rictus of death. That's not the rictus of death. That's the rictus of Stephen Lett. Oh, he's a clown, isn't he? Do you despair with these governing body members? They're all nutcases. They're overfed, aren't they? I mean, And as for that Sanderson bloke, he's sort of all like this, isn't he? All sweaty and greasy all the time. He looks like he's been sort of rotated over a charcoal burner or something. Oh, there's a thought. Wouldn't that be delicious, darlings? Anyway, back to what I was saying. Not that it's really all that important. Nobody really listens, do they? But it just seemed to me that a promise is expendable. Expendable. Yes, it's expendable. There's a new word for you. There's new light. New light. I've given you new light. That a promise is expendable. You notice how I just come back to normal just like that because, I'm not really a loony. Who are you calling a loony? It struck me that a promise is expendable if it doesn't further the interests of the corporation. It's kind of using the scriptures, that logical fallacy or propaganda technique of an appeal to authority. And they use the Bible for that, don't they? But I can't say that I've ever seen in the Bible where it actually says an unscriptural promise. I think it's just the Watchtower Corporation, darling hearts. And what they want to do is to say, well, promise us your money.